he's talking about, you know, this other piece and that piece, and it's like, whatever. I think so. I was just double checking. On the outskirts or gulch, compound ether from fallen to charge the core. Okay. Oh, little cat, little cat. Oh my, you are such a little monster. But, you know, I was telling him that, you know, he's like, oh, what about this? And it's like, listen, it's like, you know, yeah, at this point, you know, it's really just nitpicking. I mean, you approved everything before it got to this point. You know, and every time something's done, you know, every time something is done, it requires, you know, it requires work. Everything you put in, like, that's what it takes money and time, and you know, everybody comes in asking for, you know, these lower and lower prices, and you know, you can't lower the price of metal. You can't lower the cost of shelling or the cost of the electricity or anything else. The only place that price gets any lower from is in our pay. And it comes down to the longer it takes, the more time we put into it, the less we get paid. Most of the time, working on these things, we're making next to nothing. Okay, you know. Well, and well, he's like, oh, well, the details there. It's like, doesn't matter. I mean, he's like, oh, well, with this place they do it, and it's like this, and it's like, yeah, that's because when you sandcast something, I don't know. It's like when you sandcast something, it's pressed directly into the sand, and the metal's poured into that. When you do the lost wax process, it's you're when you make the mold, you make a copy. When you make a wax, you're making a copy. When you make the shell, that's another copy, and when you pour the bronze, that's another copy. And I told him, it's like, well, I told them, you do sculpting, you need to take into account how you're going to cast it. If you're doing lost wax, because it's so many copies, you know you need to put the detail a little deeper, because you're going to lose some of that in the copy of a copy of a copy. You know, and I told him, and you know, and each step you get deeper in before something is adjusted, each step it costs more to make the change, because it requires that much more work. You know, it's like, okay, yeah, that's why I tell people, if there's anything you might want to change, do it now while it's in your model before we do anything with it. You know, and then even that, after they go okay and we make the mold, we make the wax. If there's anything that needs to be different, now's the time to do it before. And each time, you know, each step, it gets more and more expensive to make any change. And you know, it's like, well, yeah, it's like, yeah, you know, anything, you know, anything that you do, you know, it has its cost involved. He's like, well, you know, I guess somebody he used to cast with, they do it one piece. It's like, yeah, and they have a facility big enough, which means they're paying for that, which means they have to charge the customers for that. You can't just have the facility sitting there with nothing going through. Yeah, it's like if it's like, okay, You know, it you know, it's like, and then he says like he's like, oh, I could go here and do it, but I'm here to help. I'm doing work here to help you. And I told I told him, it's like, you make, when people make changes like that, all that does is cost us money. And he, I don't know, maybe he was trying to change the subject. He asked something about like because he went to leave, and I was like, yeah, stay safe and warm. He's like, oh yeah. He's like, oh well, how do you warm here? And is it the oil? And it's like, yeah, it's oil. And it's like, oh, where do you get it from? I was like, sipping. Yeah, they do this thing where they do a delivery and they have a monitor where they bring it out in a payment plan. And I was like, yeah. Oh, I said, yeah, and if it wasn't for the payment plan, we probably wouldn't even be able to afford the oil. He's like, oh, okay, bye, and he left. It's like, no, don't sit there and tell me you're doing me a favor. It's like, okay, fine. They can do it all in one piece for you. Then go there. Go ahead. Hey, we can do. Well, yeah, but it's like the equipment to do something like that costs a lot. To keep the space to do that costs a lot, and unless you're gonna have the constant whatever going on, it's not happening. I'm next to some glow. Like, there's a crate here with a ghost that's like has a shield around it. What, the ghost? There's one over here where I am. Well, no, I think we each need the part. I got one out of that. That one, not this one. All right, so now I think we need to. Now I think we need to kill the fallen to collect those things. Now that we have the cores. I need power weapon multi kills and hive kills. Wow. So apparently it counts. Oh, it counts them individually when you pick them up. Apparently. What? Why is Grandma paying for it? Why? Why isn't Steven paying for his car?
Guardian, there's an arsenal catch on its way. Do what you do best.
You know. That's bull. Okay. Now, do I have to do the whole thing on the EDZ, or can I get kills other places and then bring it to the EDZ? Get Hive, get multi-kills and feed on with power weapons to start the calibration. Okay. Let's see. I could go to Titan. Yeah, let's do Titan. Okay, so we're gonna go here, and hopefully there'll be a public event or something popping up shortly. Actually, yeah, if we can get one with the Hive Wizards, that'd be fantastic. Should probably be able to bang it out all in one shot. I mean, what was it, 15 multi-kills and 50 Hive kills? That should be easy, especially with the Thunderlord. Okay. Maybe we'll start getting some new armor. Speaking of new armor, I got a couple pieces that actually have machine gun perks the other day. I got some boots there with some dexterity, and I believe I got a helmet actually. Yeah, so I got targeting and dexterity to go with it. So before Black Armory, they definitely started dropping some updated stuff. Which is good. I was worried they were gonna like take a lot longer to catch that up. Not the public event I was hoping for, but it's alright. So we're just gonna hit this here real quick and grab some ammo and some super, and then let's go clear out that lost sector over here. Did I land in the wrong spot? Yeah, I did. Should have landed over by Sloan. My bad. Let's see. You know, the little mini map there would be a lot more useful if it actually had like a north, south, east, or west. Especially in like PvP stuff, because then you could actually tell their players like, hey, by the way, they're south of us, they're southwest of us. When you're trying to get across the map, you can be like, oh, well, it's over on this side or that side, or actually there should be some Hive in here. Doesn't really matter, we'll find them. We shall always find the Hive. That was weird. Did you see that? Must have been a little graphical glitch. Looks like a little bit of Hive light leaking through. Ooh, it sounds so juicy. Oh. There's a hole there, by the way. It's one of those, watch out for that first step. It's a doozy. Alright, so now what we're going to do is check out a little bit farther down. Hopefully we can get some denser crowds of the Hive, and hopefully I can avoid falling into any more death traps. But, hey, let's face it, I probably won't. Yeah, I had to do it. I couldn't help myself. All right, so that clearly wasn't enough high for what we need. Um, I really wish I had selected the other area to spawn in. Could have just gone in there by Salon. Oh well, lesson learned. Yeah, that's what I get for being out of practice. Come on. Ay. It kind of looks like the bottom of the compactor from the Death Star. All right, let's see where the next ones are. Well, may as well hit that while we're here. I can't go wrong with a public event. Aw, it's over. Oh, it's another one. Still not the one I wanted, though. I was hoping for the one that would put us in there. Oh, look at that. Talk about timing.
Guardian, the Fallen are sitting in their armory. Again. You think they'd know better by now?
Look at those catches. They never learn.
Then teach them a new lesson.
Oh. Well, fine. Be that way. See if I care. Alright. Let's go, go, go.
An extremely successful sortie, as I've come to expect from you.
Well.
Well done. Again.
Alright. That went quite well. So now let's head on over and we'll go check out that lost sector. Hope it's on this side. I'm really going to hate to go over there and find out that I'm on the wrong side. What you going to do about it? Not bad for blue. Now, if I recall correctly, There is a lost sector. Where are you? Ah, you're this way. Yeah, right. Down here. That has hive. Oh, did I go the wrong way? Oh, God, I'm so out of practice. See, that's why I had to do a warm-up last night. I was trying to avoid this, but it happened anyway. What you gonna do, right? Oh, I can't believe I did that. I could have sworn if you came over here, there's one down below, but I'm clearly mistaken, aren't I? Come on. Give me some hive. Give me some hive. Yeah. Alright. Let's have some fun. Aww. Hey, where do you think you're going? There we go. Now I just need some heavy ammo of some kind. Did any get dropped here? Heavy ammo. See how many more I need. Just so I know what to try and stretch it out to. One more hive power kill and 4 more multi-kills. Oh, really? Can I flip my gun around and just use it like a club? I mean, they already have an animation for... Ooh, there we go. That's what I needed. Yeah, I'm not really a fan of the sidearms. I don't know. There's a couple that I feel I could use, but I just never really got into it. Defeat. Oh. Let's just get rid of all these right now. We'll just abandon these because... Oh, well, actually. You can get rid of this one. Since there's no way I can do a crucible type without leaving this area, May as well just get rid of him now. That's... Alright, but that one I can do. So I'm going to put on a sword. Wait, it's just wait, do I have to do the machine gun kills? That's the question. Defeat powerful enemies with power weapons. So technically, I can calibrate the sights on my machine gun with sword kills. So we're just going to do that and see if we can kill two birds with one stone. Oh, there we go. Where the hell am I supposed to be? Oh, I'm back where I was. Damn it. I know, I could just fast travel. But then you end up in these situations where you have no idea where the hell you're supposed to go, and it makes it so much harder to get places. Especially when they do those modifiers on the game types, like blackout, you know, things that kill the radar. Ah. Alright. Just 10 enemies with the sword. I guess the real question is, do I even need ammo for it to count? Let's find out. I know I actually need heavy ammo if I'm actually going to get powerful enemy kills with this thing. Which sword was this? You know, I got the roll I got on this was nice enough to where it was like by the return. It was like the first one I got, and you know, I like the roll so much. I've been carrying this as my one sword. Well, it should still count even on the powerful guys with no ammo, because I mean, it still triggers the whirlwind blade, so it's still counting as a sword hit. So there's that. Yeah. Well, I was looking at it. For this weapon, you have to kill powerful enemies with power weapons, but it doesn't say what kind of power weapon. So, and I still had a bounty that required killing with my sword. So I was like, "Oh, I wonder if I can get if the kills will count with the sword." And even with no ammo, it was the whirlwind blade buff was still triggering. Was it consecutive strikes increase damage? So I figure it should still count if it adds the buff, even if there's no ammo. I hear there's a crazy bit of plot development that happens, but I don't want to spoil anything, and especially since I'm not sure exactly what surrounds it myself, but there is a cutscene to go with it. Yeah, Diana had to step away for a minute. Apparently, Stephen was having an issue with picking up his car. Mm-hmm. 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 Yeah. Alright. Hopefully we'll be able to get that done in just this one here. That'd be nice. How many did we need? Was it 15? 25. I just need 10 kills with the sword. Oh, never mind. Well, forget that then.
I'm reading signs of hive ritual activity, Guardian. Up for it? Handled this before.
They really love this spot.
The hive
Yeah. I'm not sure what it is at the moment.
Ready?
No.
Another demoralizing defeat for the hive. I've lost count of your victories, but I know there will be many more.
I was expecting actually a couple, majors in that. That was kind of eh. It's actually in the tower. It's a bit it's like the next hallway past where, or the hallway after that past where the what's his name for Gambit is. And you gotta like continue down and in. Alright. There we go. Some tea. So apparently Bethesda has decided that they're actually going to send out the proper bags to people after that whole debacle. Oh, they did. Apparently, one of the things that they did was they released this $200 special edition, and then of Fallout 76, and it like came with like 20 like a handful of Fallout figures, wearable plastic replica power armor helmet, and it was supposed to have this army canvas style duffel bag. Well, apparently they decided that it cost too much to manufacture the bag, so they switched to a nylon bag and just didn't say anything. Even though they have a policy where if you order a special edition, it's yours, and if you have something shipped and you open the package, it's yours. And so they're saying, well, you know, we understand people are upset by it, but we feel it's the best special edition we've ever put out. And then they said something along the lines of there was a shortage of materials, and all I could say to that is, wait, are you really seriously telling me there's a worldwide canvas shortage? Because I don't buy it. Yada yada yada. They're like, they offered these people like 500 atoms for the in-game store, which is the equivalent of $5. And it's like these people just spent $200 pre-ordering your new game, knowing that there was a good chance you guys were going to mess it up, and you couldn't even have the courtesy to let them know ahead of time. And then you basically spit in their face saying, well, we think we did a good job, here's $5. Apparently they've now decided that they would have been better off just giving people the bags. Adjust my game audio a little bit. I was way out of balance. I wonder if any of those. It's past the Drifter and Hawthorne and stuff. It's on the right hand side, I think, just past the soup shop. It's one of those doors that's usually marked with like a gold emblem or something. Hello, tiny cat. You are so very cute. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You're the cutest little cat. Meow. Meow. Oh, jeez. Dink. You gotta back up. Hey, stop it. You're drooling in the microphone. You're gonna ruin my headset. Yes, you are. You're very cute. It's the only reason you get away with it.
Here come the taken again.
At this point, I can set my watch by them.
Oh, apparently Dink had something she wanted to say.
And here I thought you were done surprising me.
Really, you don't say, Cat. Really? Mm-hmm. No fooling. Can you get any closer to my face? I'm serious. If you were any closer, I'd be chewing on your head. What are you, General Tso's? Sweet and sour pork? What? Yeah, settle down. Hey there, Dink. Hang on, little Dinky. I guess it's time for dinner, so I better go up before I get in trouble.